Back now with a new health battle for Olivia Newton-John, the singer and actress revealing that her breast cancer is back 25 years after it first appeared, revealing new details this morning. Olivia Newton-John catapulted to fame in her iconic role as Sandy in the hit movie musical Grease. And this morning, the actress revealed she is facing a second battle with cancer at the age of 68. A statement on Newton-John's Facebook page telling fans she's putting her June tour dates on hold, writing the back pain has turned out to be breast cancer that is metastasized. Adding, Newton-John will complete a short course of photon radiation therapy along with natural wellness therapies. The Australian singer first treated for breast cancer in 1992, undergoing a mastectomy, chemotherapy, and breast reconstruction, speaking about keeping a positive attitude through treatment with Diane Sawyer back in 2005.
Instead of visualizing it as poison, I used to visualize it as golden light that was going through my body to kill the bad things in it.
Newton-John is a vocal advocate for breast cancer detection and research.
It is saying you can go from cancer to wellness.
Last year, Newton-John co-released the album Live On, which was inspired by the loss of her sister to brain cancer in 2013 and her own personal struggle with illness.
Life is such a gift every day, every moment, because you just don't know what life is going to bring.
And let's bring in our senior medical contributor, Dr. Jen Ashton, and our thoughts and prayers go to Olivia Newton-John and her family. This is the worst case scenario for anyone who's a breast cancer survivor. The fear of it returning is always there and present. How rare is it for it to come back 25 years later?
I mean, these are the dreaded words that no cancer survivor wants to hear. The cancer is back. And in general, the risk of recurrence, we say, is based on the size, the stage, the tumor type initially. With breast cancer, the longer out you are cancer-free, the better. But to be clear, unfortunately, it can come back at any time.
She said she'll be undergoing radiation therapy. So what can you tell us about that? Because the cancer has metastasized.
Exactly, to the bone or the tailbone in her case. You know, radiation therapy uses high energy waves to really target the tumor's DNA and destroy the tumor. In general, it minimizes the damage to surrounding tissues, unlike chemotherapy, which really kind of goes everywhere. And it's really done in this case to shrink the tumor and lessen the symptoms.
And it's basically about prolonging life at this point.
Exactly.
Yes. And so, I mean, this is obviously a horrific story, but in the midst of all of this cancer news, there is a glimmer of hope, actually, and you're excited to talk about this new breakthrough.
There's been some major cancer news in the last couple of days. This is really about precision medicine. The FDA has granted what's called an accelerated approval to a drug called Keytruda, which targets a gene that is defective in many types of cancers, then stimulates the immune system. This is immune therapy. This is approved for advanced, inoperable, metastatic solid tumors from any cancer. This is the first drug in its class that is really across all solid organ types. So it's not you're being treated for breast cancer or lung cancer. This is gene therapy. Very, very big news.
That is incredibly exciting. What has the study shown in terms of risks to the patient for taking a drug like this?
The major studies were done out of Johns Hopkins by Dr. Luis Diaz and his team, and the results were incredibly promising. They showed that about 50% of patients were alive at the 1-year mark. These were patients who were out of time and out of hope before then. It was generally well tolerated, side effects being nausea, fatigue, shortness of breath, itching. It comes with a very big price tag. This drug is about $150,000 a year.
Wow.
But it is really, really exciting news in cancer.
Is it accessible to most patients at this point, or is that still to come?
You're going to see more and more patients being treated with this drug. About 50,000 people in the United States every year are candidates for it.
All right, that is incredibly promising news. Dr. Jen Ashton, as always, thanks for being with us.